Oh, a tough opening weekend, I thought, for us. I think our offense was impressive at times. Our defense was phenomenal into the last inning on Sunday. But overall, I wasn't very happy with our pitching. I thought Jordan Weber and Emma Nichols was outstanding, but did not get good outings out of Krings and Schumacher at all. And we're going to really need them down the stretch, especially going into conference play. So we got a lot of work to do this week, getting them back up to where they've been early on. I think a lot came into play with the nerves and the experience playing an SEC game, opening up. And, you think about it, our younger players, our freshmen and our sophomore, have never, ever played in another environment playing against SEC competition. They've only played at home. So that was something that they definitely experienced, and we got to get that out of the way. And almost thankfully that it is during a pandemic where it's not a max out crowd and having to experience that. But, hopefully we got that out of the way and we can continue to look forward to Auburn.
Start with Colin and Ben.
Yeah, Coach, touching on the pitching, I think the thing that stood out to me from the weekend was just the lack of put away pitches in big situations and getting to full counts. As a coach, how do you go about, is it a confidence thing? What is it about making that put away pitch that the pitchers weren't doing this weekend that can be fixed with coaching?
It's both of the things that you said. Pitchers are so accustomed to throwing strikes, and we would get ahead and we would get 2 strikes. And Georgia is a very, very aggressive team. They attack the first pitch. I mean, they're attacking everything. And pitchers sometimes have to understand when to throw balls and being able to read a hitter's swing. That's what they need to focus on, is being able to throw those 2 strike counts and getting batters to chase a ball that might be a little bit more borderline. And that's something that they have to continually to do. But I think it is more mentality in getting them to be able to realize some of those things. I do think nerves definitely came into play when you have a team that is so aggressive as Georgia is. Then if you're lacking a little confidence, then you're trying to pitch safe, and you can't pitch safe. You have to pitch to attack. And when they try to pitch safe and try to locate, they're going to lose some of that movement that they generally have. And I think that was really evident with Krings and Schumacher.
Coach, despite the 2 losses, how did you like the fight that your team showed, taking games that a lot of teams would have just walked away from and gone home, but they made games out of it and kept it close, got it close? Yeah,
they really did. I mean, even Saturday, our pitching giving up 8 runs in that first inning. I mean, so many teams would have just backed down and packed it in, and we continue to battle. I really felt deep down that we were going to win that game. We ran ourselves out of an inning. We ran ourselves out of an inning on Sunday. We had our opportunities, and I really love the grit that this team showed and the ability to battle. And that just shows them that they are never out of a game. We just have to make better pitches. And I think when our pitching gets a little bit more mature and understands a little bit more, we're going to be able to pull out those games. But it's great to have the confidence in your lineup the whole way through. I think probably 2 of the most impressive at-bats were yesterday with Jenna Laird and Alex Honnold. I mean, that is a tough situation to be in with 2 outs. I mean, 2 strikes, battling and being able to get themselves on to give us an opportunity to win. And that's really all you ask. You want to get the tying run up to bat. You want to get the winning run up to bat. And we were able to do both those things.
Go, Andrew.
Coach, just how much are you guys looking forward to hosting the first SEC home series this weekend?
It's going to be great. The weather looks great. Looking forward to Wednesday, looking forward to this weekend. Mickey Dean and I, the head coach at Auburn, he and I go way back. We were rivals at James Madison. We faced each other in my first experience in the SEC tournament. It's going to be a great time. I think it's going to be a great game, great for our fans. I'm looking forward to having some nice warm weather, but just getting accustomed to that atmosphere, playing at home, having a home game routine. Again, it's a little bit different. And I think you just have a little bit more comfort playing in front of your home fans than you do on the road. Jordan Weber, when she started on Friday, and it was the second inning, and she kind of looked like a deer in headlights at times. And she came off the field, and I was like, Jordan, what's going on? And she's like, it's just so loud. Like, they have not experienced that. You don't get that in preseason tournaments. You don't at all. And so they have to experience that atmosphere. And it's different when you're at home. Obviously, they're rooting for you. They're not rooting against you. So they're going to have to grow up. But again, at the same time, that's why they play in the SEC and why they're playing here, to be able to play in that atmosphere.
Ben, Colin, and Anthony.
Larissa, with the midweek, and now that you're kind of in this new conference play, rhythm, what are the goals for a midweek doubleheader like you have this week? What kind of things do you try to work out?
So our number one goal, and I think I've said this before, is to put ourselves in an opportunity to be able to host regionals. So we have to win our non-conference games. And I think that's so important to continue to express to the team. So a non-conference game has so much value. It's not a throwaway game. It's not something that's trying to prepare us for Auburn. It's to give us potentially 2 more wins to help our winning percentage, to keep our RPI up where it needs to be. So that's what we go in looking for. We go in to win every single game. I would love to be able to get some of our non-starters some more game experience in different atmospheres, in different environments. It's a lot of pressure to put some of these young players in an SEC environment. Like I don't want to put them in a situation where I'm already setting them up to fail. So playing a midweek game at home is going to be a little bit different comfort zone for them. So I'd love to be able to rest Hattie some. I mean, she's been beaten up back there behind the plate. So I'd like to be able to give her some rest. I would like to get Alex Honnold at second base a little bit more and allow Kendall to rest a little bit. I'd love to be able to rest Kim Wirt. I mean, she's got that bionic leg. Be able to give her some time off, and then get Cassidy Shomo some more at bats. And then a couple other kids like Riley Frizzell. Riley Frizzell is going to be one that's just going to be a force in her career. So being able to have her get some live pitching. So that's my plan going in, to be able to move around my lineup a little bit more, to get some more people some more at bats.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned your familiarity with Mickey Dean. Just what's your initial scouting report on Auburn, and what do Mickey Dean teams like to do? I think this is going to be their first real trip out of the state of Alabama this season.
Yeah, I know their number one pitcher, Penta, really, really well. She's from Delaware. Recruited her when I was at Hofstra. I've seen her entire high school career. She's good. She's legit. And again, at the same time, she is also a freshman. So I know that she's been hit around, but she's also thrown a couple perfect games. So it's going to be able to capitalize on when she does leave the ball over the heart of the plate, but also recognizing that she is at times going to leave the ball over the plate, and we can't miss those opportunities. Mickey is a very aggressive coach, loves to put runners in motion. So that will be the biggest thing defensively that we need to prepare for. Just making sure and being aware that they're going to continue to try to put pressure on our defense, and that we're not caught off guard.
Anthony, do you have a question?
Colin actually just asked the same question I was going to
Okay.
ask. So.
Sounds good. Does anyone have any more questions? All
Yeah,
right.
I have one more, Coach.
You got one
Oh,
more?
sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You mentioned the noise, but the Georgia broadcast crew mentioned a couple times the number of Mizzou fans that were there and the noise there. Just what's who is, I guess it's the parents of the players, but who's been organizing those trips, and what's it been like to have that support on the road?
Oh, it's great. I mean, one of the SEC policies is that all home and away teams, so all visiting teams, we can get 75 tickets. So it's awesome. It has not been that way. Some of the places we've been to, it's only been 30, some have been 40. So being able to have opportunities of more fans be able to come to watch us play has been great. Not a lot of these people are even able to watch us at home. So seeing as many people that are traveling is just outstanding. We love the support, and has been a lot of parents. They started a Facebook Live group. So I'm not sure if they'll let you guys join or not, but because it's invitation only, but they do have a Facebook Live group that they've been posting some of their socially distanced tailgates and meetings and some views from the game. But I mean, they're so excited about softball. It's really great to have that support system. I totally understand that they want to be able to see their daughters play and get them on board, and we need them on board. So hopefully we get even more when we're playing at home. Thanks, guys.
More questions? See ya.